You're hiring salespeople, but there's not enough applicants coming in, and you might not know why. But what if I told you it could be because your hiring ad was about as interesting to read as the terms and conditions of your cell phone policy? So in this video, I'm going to break down the worst versus the best hiring ads in 7 key categories to help you turn that boring ad into something that people want to kick down your door and get in line for an interview. In preparing for this video, I was just right there on my desk at my computer researching actual hiring ads for sales folks on Indeed right now. And funny enough, I discovered an ad that I personally wrote in 2016. See, this company hired me to help them grow their sales team. And I wrote canvassing ads for them. I wrote ads for salespeople and for sales leadership, so sales managers. We watched week by week the performance. We tweaked the ads and we fine-tuned them. A powerful ad that's been working since 2016, and the reason they're using it today is because they're opening new locations. This ad has survived the test of time because these principles have survived the test of time. So stick around all the way to the end. We're going to button up all 7 of these so you can write some powerful hiring ads. So you can grow your team of wildly passionate sales reps that are closing deals so you can scale your company. Let's rock and roll. Roofing sales is personal development in disguise, and the reward for growth is life-changing. I hope my content helps you create a richer life and bank account. Number 1, the worst hiring ads read like the terms and conditions of a cell phone policy. It's like a job description. Your role and responsibility will be to conduct inspections on residential property owners' houses. Upon request, you will complete an estimate. You will communicate that. You'll meet with our seriously? Remember, people don't grow up wanting to be a roofer. It lacks prestige and status. I've surveyed thousands of people when I've been on stages. I say, who here grew up wanting to be a roofer? And you know the only people that raise their hand? It's because their dad was in the business or it's a family business. That's it. So that's what the worst ads do. They're boring, they're bland, they read like a job description, and they don't excite people. Meanwhile, the best ads, they understand that the goal of the ad is to excite people to apply. If an ad is not exciting, people will not apply. And I know that you might be thinking, Adam, that's common sense. I get it, it is. But in practice, if you jump on Indeed right now, search roofing sales in your area, you will look through a sea of hiring ads that make this first worst mistake. They're a job description of roles, responsibilities, and duties, which is the absolute least glamorous thing you could possibly advertise. Number 2, have a playful headline that stands out. Now, this could be the job title or headline for the ad. Depends on the ad platform, but this is the thing that people are going to see as they scroll. The worst ads do what everybody is doing. Roofing sales, outside sales, sales representative. So as people scroll through the seats, like sales representative, outside sales, roofing sales, blah, 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 blah. Again, roofing sales, people aren't looking for a roofing sales job, so you may not need to say a roofing sales. But the best ads inject a little bit of personality and flair. They'll say things like hiring rock star closer for outside sales. Now, if the platforms, I know Indeed is getting a little tighter on this, you can just say hiring rockstar outside sales representative. Just that one word, rockstar. Hiring ambitious, playful, funny. One little word creates a little bit of humor. It injects some personality, and all of the ones that read the same, boom, that one, it just stands out a little bit more. Number 3, your hook is important. So the worst ads, they jump right in talking about the company. At ARC Contracting, what we do is we provide the best service to customers, and we're a certified installer for the top 3 manufacturers, and we have a BBB A+ rating. It's like, seriously? That's the first thing someone's gonna read, and you're gonna talk about yourself? Okay, that's what the worst ads do. The best ads, they hook the reader. So the reader of the ad says, this is for me. I'll give you an example. Are you looking to make a massive change in a fast-paced environment and finally get paid what you're worth? Boom, that's me. Now, if you're targeting a specific type of person, like let's say you're looking for someone with sales experience, the hook could say, hey, are you tired of standing on the sales floor 6 days a week, 10 hours a day, and not making enough money? Yeah. It doesn't matter if they're in mattress sales or car sales, that's a relatable experience. If you're trying to target someone who maybe was working in a cubicle job, Are you tired of working a dead-end job sitting in a cubicle and you want to make some real money and have some real fun? That's the hook. The hook needs to reach out and grab someone and say, hey, that describes me. So remember, the very first thing people read, they need to think, this ad was written for me. Number 4, the worst ads, they don't talk about the life transformation. They read as a job description. So they don't excite people. But the best ads, what they do is they sell the dream and the transformation and share stories with your company. Like with mine, I could say, hey, with our company, you can make life-changing money. You'll develop into a new person that you don't even recognize from a year ago. Many of the people at our company have not only paid off debt, bought their first house, but have enabled their spouses to quit their jobs to be a stay-at-home mom or dad. That's what I mean by selling the dream. Why should we want to work with you? Remember that people are betting their entire lives on your company, and they have one question: what's in it for me? Sell the dream, sell the goal, sell the transformation on a financial level and an emotional level. Number 5, worst ads never do this. The best ads do, and that, my friend, is downplaying the traditional path. I want you to think of this from a sales perspective. You know that your candidates are shopping around, either for other sales positions or other roofing companies. Your job is to downplay or essentially attack the alternative solution. So let's say you're looking for experienced roofing salespeople. Are you sick and tired of empty promises, not getting paid in a company that's not doing what they say they're going to do? Are you tired of production problems that are nonstop and have poisoned your ability to sell with confidence? That's throwing rocks. That is downplaying the traditional path. Maybe you're hiring, let's say, recent college graduates, and you say, hey, are you fresh out of school and you want to leapfrog all of your classmates as they take traditional cubicle jobs on a meager salary, trying to climb the corporate ladder? Again, that's downplaying the traditional path. Or another one, stop the dead-end sales chase, jumping from one car dealership to the next, standing on the showroom floor 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. Right? This is downplaying the traditional path. So your company looks like it's offering the prized opportunity for the candidate to truly change their life. Number 6, the worst ads share way too much information. People that share too much information, they write the job description, they say it's commission only, which, by the way, that's a terrible thing to say. Even if you're on like salary or have draws or something, just don't say the word only. It's a negative word, like you only get paid when you do this. So performance-based pay, high earning potential, earn what you're worth. That's how we advertise the exact same thing. But our goal is to share just enough information to leave the person, the candidate, on the edge of their seat, where the only way they can get more information is by reaching out. I call it being precisely vague. So we actually leave out a lot of the day-to-day descriptions because we focus on, again, the headline that's playful, hooking them on who they are, selling the dream of what we can do for them. People don't really care as much about the how. We'll share a little bit, but we want to leave enough information withheld so they have to apply. That's how they learn more. You can answer those questions on the qualification call. Talk more about that in a minute. Number 7, the worst hiring ads are corporate and impersonal. They read, at JWC, blah, 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 blah. This is what we do, blah, 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 blah. We, blah, blah, blah. So this whole we thing, it feels like they're applying to a faceless corporation. And it's interesting because a lot of folks write it this way, to appear larger than life and professional. And the way you come across is completely impersonal. So what the best hiring ads do is they personalize it. Hey, I'm Adam Bensman, sales manager here at The Roof Strategist. And I'm looking for, so you see how I personalize it? To apply through here and then send me an email at this. This is my personal address. I look forward to meeting you in our interview. I want that ad to read as if I wrote the letter to you. It's a one-to-one conversation. You can mention the company, but write the ad in the first person from the person who will be conducting the interview. All right, if you're someone that wants even more help through your hiring process, I can do that for you. I have this program. It's called How to Build Your Dream Team, where I'll actually give you templates, hiring ads you can copy paste. I'll teach you how to do what I call trim the fat, is those candidates that reach out, how to qualify them really quickly so you're not wasting your time on the wrong people. I'm even going to teach you a unique investigative discovery type interview process to get you interviewing like an FBI agent to uncover and sniff out the BS that salespeople tell you so you can pinpoint immediately, do they have the 5 make or break profile traits that they need? And if they don't, you don't sell them on the position. And if they do, now we move into selling the job so they work for you and not the competitor. You don't want to sell the industry. You want to sell you. I also break down pay plans and a whole bunch more. Now, that program is available exclusively to members of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance. If you're interested in learning more, click the link in the description below. Now, I want to wrap up this video with a brief summary of these 7 key points, starting with number 1. Remember that the goal is to excite people to apply. Number 2, make sure that your headline for the ad or your job title has just a word or two that stands out and brings in a little emotional twist. Number 3, make sure your hook is about the reader and they say, hey, this ad was written for me. Number 4, sell the dream and the life transformation. Number 5, downplay the traditional paths or other options that they might be looking for. Number 6, share just enough information so the applicant needs to reach out to learn more. And number 7, personalize it. So you start the emotional connection before they even show up for the interview. I hope this helps you turn your ads into recruiting machines so you can attract the right people and grow your company of wildly passionate high performers. Thanks for joining me in this video. Listen, I've got a video playlist lined up for you. Just because our time here is about to wrap doesn't mean your and my time has to. I know the day-to-day struggles that you face as an owner or manager, and the videos that you're about to jump into are going to help a ton. So I'll see you in the next one.